Okay, so hopefully this restart will go well for this both sides here. We're about to find out. Okay, so YYUT has the Monty, Kremlin, Des Moines, Salem, Moskva, Stalingrad, Daring, Delny, and Vampire 2. Very good, interesting makeup there. Then we got ARs coming out swing with the Monty, Ohio, Des Moines, Henry, 2 Moskvas, Gearing, Daring, and Delny. Interesting choice, I have to say, that's for sure. So it'll be interesting to see how both teams pan out. It looks like that the engine boosting has started for the AR team, with the Henry and the Delny are moving hard towards A, and the rest are really moving hard towards the other side right now. So we'll soon see. We got Ohio is actually moving over towards, with the Daring over Charlie. Everyone else has actually moved hard over towards Alpha, leaving Bravo alone. Interesting. YYUT on the other hand, strange setup they got going on here, but I can understand why. They got the Daring and, you know, also the Vampire 2 moving over to Bravo and Charlie, with the Des Moines positioning itself towards and between the island in front of us over here, which is actually going to be pretty interesting. Over here on the other hand, with the A cap, as well as what's behind it, notice that the Delny is actually moving over here towards the A cap, and over here we've got an interesting moving motion here with the Salem and the Stalingrad and Kremlin. They're both going wide over this direction over here, but I have a feeling they're actually going to move over this way and using the islands as a bit of a cover. But look at this over here. AR team is actually really going solid at this corner over here, and they actually could be coming in really quick around this island and start attacking this poor Delny and bush him and kill him real quick. But anything can happen on both sides. We'll soon see anyway. Yeah, interesting. Okay. Interesting. They haven't done much. Both teams are a bit of a standstill. There's a lot of engagement going on in both of the Charlie and Alpha cap, but that's at long range. The Moskva and the Ohio is getting focus fired on by the Montana and the Moskva at long range. Over at Alpha cap on the other hand, bit of a stalemate. It's a bit of stalemate with the Des Moines moving up with his radar, not detecting the Delny yet, but the Salem is about to be detected in a second here, and it looks like that the Gearing has beached himself, and the Delny is actually moving up over in the corner over here. Will he actually flank and actually get that Salem? I don't know. It's actually a bit of a hard situation right there. Henry's actually moving over around the corner, man. Whoops. a lot of shells going on long range towards Stalingrad. Salem is still showing itself in the corner here. And it is actually kind of away. So, wait a minute, Delhi is actually engaging the Salem. I don't know whether it's a good or bad thing, but wait a minute, the Henry has backed it up with a bit of HE spamming. And looks like the Salem is really getting focus fired on. Lots of kiting going on between the Salem and also the Delhi. Shells have been fired and the Salem's health is down to halfway already. That's unreal. Alpha Charlie Cap's actually getting captured by the AR team right now, which is pretty good. I mean, like, it's actually a bit of an interesting standstill between both teams. And looks like that they're really doing well getting around this corner. That's for sure. So we'll soon see what's going to happen next, what their next move is. Let's see what happens when they actually try and take the caps. Is the real question what AYAYA will do. It's interesting that AYAYA has actually said, like, look, you know, we're actually going to start off with taking at least one cap and see if we can actually hold the line quicker this time around, play a little bit aggressive. But it's been an interesting mix this time, with the YYUT team is definitely trying to push back and to actually seize control of this game right now. Interesting firepower has been thrown between the Montana, the Kremlin, and also the Daring and the Moskva. Gearing is firing torps towards the Alpha Cap and is actually engaging that Daring, so he might get him. Who knows? I mean, like, the torps are actually looking pretty good at long range, but anything can happen, will happen in this match. As you can see, that the YYUT team has even balanced itself out, with some of their ships are almost dead, in terms of the right at the beginning, but they're all evenly balanced at this stage. So, what's going on here over the one line? Well, not much action happening between the Downey and the Henry. The Downey and the Henry, they're falling back at the moment. They're not doing much at this stage, so anything can happen, will happen over here. The Demoy is actually really moving over to position itself. It's actually pretty good. Oh, okay. Interesting gameplay. But I'm just wondering what's going to happen next. I can see that the Stalingrad is actually making a real push here. It could be. Bit of a stalemate situation here. Torps are going over towards the Kremlin, but it's just short. Very lucky. Stalingrad's doing a good job there. They're engaging a long range, but nothing's really happening. Neither side has actually got a very weak ship yet. Let's just soon see. Unreal. Still a bit of a stalemate here. YYUT is actually just hanging back, with the AYAYA team is just hanging back as well too. They are both playing conservatively and aggressively at the same time. The Henry is actually engaging the Stalingrad and trying to burn him down. The Gearing on the other hand, and also the Demoy, is actually, you know, just crawling in towards the Daring and the Kremlin. Interesting. we'll soon see how that pans out. But it'll be a good start for him. Ooh, Moscow, the YYUT team is almost dead. Got really smashed really hard by the AYAYA. And the shots are looking very solid. Oh, there he goes. The Moscow has been taken out by the Monty. 2 battleships crossfiring. That will do it the job. Very well played. Very well played. So, Vampire 2 is actually kiting the Daring and also the Moskva. He knows he's been detected and he's starting to move. Hightail there with engine boost going on. He's got the option to fire torps if he wanted to. But YYUT's Vampire 2 is actually just kiting and has a bit of smoke and fire going on. The Daring on the AR team is actually really pushing hard at this stage. So it's interesting to see how they do it. I'm just wondering what the next move is. It really is an interesting match between them both. Stalingrad is actually getting focus fired on over an Alpha Cap, and most of the action has been focused on the Kremlin. Kremlin's coming over. But wait, the Gearing's coming over. Look at this. Gearing's coming over. Shots been fired, torps been coming. And kapow. The Kremlin has been taken out by the AR team member. Also, there's engine boost going on here. Will he dodge the incoming torps? Yes, he will for sure. But the Downey on the enemy's team is unaware that he's been detected by the Des Moines. So we'll soon see. Bit of crossfiring going on here between the Des Moines, the Henry, the Gearing, and Des Moines as well. Downey as well. So you got the Downey, Des Moines, Gearing, Henry working together over an A-cap, focusing fire, burning down this Daring. And whoa, shots have been fired from the Daring on the other side. So even more interesting gunfire going on. Damn. See that? That's very effective gameplay right there. Oh, the Daring's actually getting smashed. Actually pretty good focus firing there. Very nice focus firing. Unreal. Des Moines getting focus fired on. He's seesawing back and forth. And the Des Moines are about to be taken out. Des Moines has been taken out on the AR team. And looks like the Daring's gonna join in a second here. Anything could happen. The Moscow is really pushing hard. So we'll see what happens next. Unreal.
The enemy is about to win.
That's actually very interesting gameplay. The Stalingrad on the 1-2 line has been taken out. And the Downey is also going to join as well. A lot of ships are going flying on both sides, and Downey as well died. Moscow has been taken out. The Moines has been taken out. Wow, it's 2 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ships. Very interesting gameplay. I think AYAYA has actually managed to won this match. The points are pretty much decided there. So it's actually very well played for both teams. But yeah, it's very interesting that in this match that both teams really played passively at the beginning and then decided, you know what, let's do it, you know, that's pretty much it. It's interesting to see how that goes next. A lot of shots incoming on the Des Moines there.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
But it is actually very good. The Monty is actually charging in. Oh, looks like a ram. Oh, a ram has happened. And AYAYA's just lost a gearing. The Vampire 2 is the solo warrior on his own. So that was interesting gameplay right there. Interesting. Shots have been fired at long range from the daring. And also the AYAYA. Henry is on the same. Interesting. He's been crossfired between all angles. Nice. And that is all she wrote there, folks. Well done to AYAYA. Alpha team has actually won that match. There you go, folks. AYAYA team has actually won that match. Well done.